everybody, welcome to the Weekly Fix. As always, I am Neil. This week, big news, Kawasaki teasing us with their new sports side-by-side. Kawasaki also announcing the KX450 for 2020. Ducati heading back to Pikes Peak with a vengeance. And we're going to take a look at the new Honda Talon i four-wheel drive. Alright, so Kawasaki has finally done it and teased us with that side-by-side video that came out actually just yesterday. So hopefully if you haven't seen it, check it out right now. It's real short and fast, but really they're showing us is the front end of this thing. So we got some headlights, we got some tires, some high fenders. So we're going to go from here. It looks like release date, which they have given us that fact, is the 7th of October, which will be right after the Sand Show, right after the Off-Road Show. So we're hoping maybe at those events we might see something, or maybe run into it at Camp Razor at the end of the month. But anyways, big thing on this, the patents were released. So a lot of these guys do a ton of research online, and they'll dig up these patents. So the one thing I saw that caught my eye was the roll cage. Looks like it is a tubular cage, both front intrusion and rear intrusion, which is pretty sharp, so I'm looking forward to that. Then it comes down to the motor. So is it naturally aspirated? Is it a 3-cylinder or is it a 4-cylinder? Is it going to be turbocharged? I'm really hoping they are going to jump into the game with the North American counterparts and not so much the Japanese counterparts. But 64-inch, 72-inch, 68-inch, you can't tell the width on the photo. 2-seat, 4-seat, somebody made a point and said, hey, you gotta look at the back of the cage. Looks like there's extra seat belts, so maybe the first photo is a 4-seater. It's hard to tell. And of course, the big question we were asked just yesterday was, how much do you think it's going to be? I think that's going to depend on, of course, the motor, and then, of course, suspension and everything else. Because it looks tall, but that's just the camera shot if you look at that video. So we are super pumped, though, because we were joking, how great would that be if that was a ZX14 motor in there, or the H2 250 horsepower, stack them up, however you do it. I can't wait to see what they're going to show us. Hopefully they'll keep dropping videos throughout the summer, and hey, we'll see this thing in the fall. Alright, and also on the Kawasaki front here, they have also announced their 2020 lineup for some of the moto bikes, and the big one is the KX450. Cannot wait to see this thing. So I like the tag they put on this bike right away. It says race experienced riders. That's a good point on theirs because they literally are just below what, you know, Tomac and the rest of the big boys are riding. So kind of a no holds barred machine on this one. So look forward to this because for 2020, of course, you'll have the hydraulic clutch. Electric start is pretty much the norm now, thank God, because that kickstart gets old. Showa suspension. And the nice thing with Kawi that they do, and they took this from their street bikes, if you remember the Vulcan, they started this, was the Ergo Fit. So you have different bar positions you can do, different foot peg positions you can do to really dial in the fit, how you're going to ride it, etc. So these will be coming out. They kind of have them speculated for the fall, but 2020 I think might bleed into 2020, so we'll find out. But either way, check out the whole lineup because they released a KLX 300 and some new models that are really going to bring the green back onto the scene. So check them out and we'll see what happens. Alright, so Ducati is heading back to Colorado, and this time it is to race Pikes Peak, which will be at the end of this month. If you don't know what that is a ridiculously fast race going up 1,000,000 turns up to the top of the peak. Conditions can be sun, rain, snow, you never know what you're going to get there. But anyways, it's the ultimate testing ground for performance vehicles. And what they're doing is they are bringing a prototype of a bike that's going to be coming out, the Street Fighter V4. If you know the new V4 platform, that's the Panigale 1100cc, the biggest and baddest of the bikes they make. Take the Panigale, take all the plastic off, put some upright bars on it, probably change a few things because we don't know what it is yet, and you will have the Street Fighter. And that thing was retired, now it's back, and that will be available spring 2020. So keep your eye on I'm sure any internet thing at the end of this month because you're going to see that thing ripping. Alright, so Honda Talon still giving us some good stuff here, and if you check out the video, they're showing you their i-4WD, which is their four-wheel drive anti-slip. So in a nutshell, all this is whichever wheel in the front has more grip, it will automatically put more power or torque to that tire. So 3-wheel motion going up in Moab, this thing will grab and go. And the video really shows it. I mean, that's what Honda's famous for on this platform. You'll find that in the Talon. And what they did on the 4-seater, which is coming to the 2-seater, is hill start assist, simply meaning you hit the button, it locks the unit, and then you can start again from there instead of it rolling back or rolling forward. So check it out with Honda, and I mean, they're still crushing it, and we'll see how it goes. All right, and today is the 19th of June, so we have to give a special shout out to the man with the plan, the sugar daddy, super daddy, sand daddy, the big daddy, the daddy. Ron, happy birthday, and thanks for letting us make these videos, and we'll see you soon.